Hey guys, it's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this makeup look right here. It's a very beautiful, natural look. So if you want to achieve this, keep watching. Okay guys, so I just got some Arbonne makeup in. This is the first load of Arbonne makeup I've ordered. So this is the first time I'm going to try it out. I don't know if it's going to be my shade. Some of it looks a little too dark. But that's okay because the wonderful thing about Arbonne is that it's a 45-day money-back guarantee, so I can just send it back in and get a lighter shade. First, I'm going to be using this Glam Glow Illuminating Moisturizer. So like obviously some of these products are going to be Arbonne and some of them aren't. Right now I just really wanted to dive into the face products and see how, you know, those worked for me. I did get a concealer, a powder foundation, a liquid foundation, and I got the mascara. So that's what I'm going to be using today. I'm also going to be trying out these eyelashes that I got from this girl that I follow on Instagram. I'm going to attach her @name on Instagram in the description. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this Cover FX. This is in the shade Moonlight, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on my face. I'm almost out of these, so these are like blinding, so you don't want to use a lot. Now I'm gonna go in with my Arbonne CC cream, and this is in the shade Light. So here we go. I'm just going to take a little stippling blending brush and I'm just gonna get that in my skin. Okay, so this first color looks like it works pretty well with my skin tone. It looks pretty good. I really like this. This is just the Arbonne regular concealer in the shade Natural Beige. Little Arbonne logo right there. I think that this is going to be too dark, but we'll see. My bags, which have gotten better recently because of the eye gels from Arbonne, but I do have really dark bags underneath my eyes. So I usually like to get a pretty light color. We're just gonna blend this though, and I'm gonna see what I think afterwards. I can literally see where it's like the CC cream that I bought is lighter than the concealer. So I'm definitely gonna have to trade that in for a lighter shade, but we'll make it work for today. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go back in with the concealer because I have some blemishes that I really need to cover. Alrighty, and then now I'm gonna take the Arbonne powder foundation. It's called I've Got You Covered. It's in the shade of Natural. And we're just gonna take our beauty blender again. I'm just gonna pack this powder underneath my eyes and all the places we just concealed, just so that it stays better. So I am gonna go in with the lighter shade, but to be honest with you, this powder, it looks really good on the skin. Like, it looks like a second skin. It doesn't look like really cakey or anything like that. It looks good. So far, so good. So I'm gonna go in with my lighter powder just to kind of lighten this up a little bit. Okay, and then we're just gonna let this sit for a couple minutes and bake, and then we're just going to dust it off with a big powder brush. Just gonna dust this off. And the powder that I'm using to lighten this up is just the Ulta Beauty Mineral Powder Foundation. It looks like this, and it's in the shade Fair. Okay, next I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I just first start out right underneath on the main part of the brow. I don't know if there's a word for that, but just right here. Just trying to make it look as straight as possible. Then I finish with the little wing at the end, whatever you call that. And then now we're gonna do the top. So I always just start like about right here, because as I go in, you know, like I make it a little bit lighter, so I don't want it to be, I don't want to concentrate it there because, or any closer, because, you know, I don't want it to be super dark. Okay, I'm just gonna fill it in a little bit. I forgot to tell you guys, I'm using I think it's Maybelline, yeah, Tattoo Studio pomade, and this is in the shade medium brown, and I just use this kind of as a base because I'm gonna go in with a powder after this, and I just do this to kind of make it stick better. I don't really like the pomade on its own because I have really oily skin, so throughout the day, you know, if it's hot outside, especially in the summertime, it will start to shine a little bit, and I hate that look so much. So I really just go in really softly with this pomade just to make the shape of the eyebrow, and then I go in with the powder, and it just kind of makes it stick more, it makes it look better. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the excess that's on my brush right now, just kind of fill this in a little bit, just a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with the brush like this, and I'm just gonna flick up, you know, to make those little hairs on the end stand up, and to add some in there, just make a smooth transition. To be honest with you guys, I focus so much on my eyebrows because usually I do very neutral, natural looks. I used to do a lot more dramatic looks a couple years back when I did my makeup, but now I'm just really into like the very subtle, natural, no makeup looks. So I do concentrate a lot on my eyebrows because, I don't know, eyebrows are everything nowadays, you know? Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other brow, but it's probably not gonna look the same, but I'm gonna try to do the same thing. Yeah, I know that if I mess with it anymore, it's just gonna keep getting worse. The powder eyebrow I use, which is so old, you guys. I've had this for so long, but it's the Anastasia brow powder, and it's in the ash brown color. Since I already put the pomade on, I usually just go in with the lighter shade, this one. I usually just go in with that and just go over, you know, my eyebrow. I really want to make it a goal this year to save up enough money to get my eyebrows microbladed. I think that that would be so amazing. It would be such a time saver because I'm so meticulous about my eyebrows that it does take me kind of a long time to do my eyebrows in the morning. If I could literally just not have to deal with that, it would be such a gift. So that's one of the things that I would really like to do this year, and I'm gonna save up for. If you guys don't know what microblading is or haven't heard of it, it's a temporary tattoo, kind of a temporary tattoo basically. They just make the eyebrow shape, you know, they make an outline of how the eyebrow shape they want it to be, and then They literally make tiny incisions and then they put ink in it, and that's why I kind of call it a temporary tattoo. And then, you know, it heals, and then you have perfect eyebrows for, it lasts for about 3 years. So, and then all you have to do is like get them done, you know, wax them or pluck them, whatever you do. Personally, I pluck my eyebrows because whenever I go to a nail salon or whatever, if I let anyone touch my eyebrows, I don't know, they just don't see my eyebrow vision the way that I do, and they always end up messing them up and giving them a really weird shape that I hate, and I just don't like it. So I just do my own eyebrows. I just pluck them weekly. Next, we're just gonna do eye makeup, and I'm just gonna be working with my Modern Renaissance palette. The first shade I'm going to go in with is Golden Ochre from this palette, and it's just a really light, neutral kind of shade. It's just really good for transitioning. So I'm going to put that all over my lid and in my crease just to start things out, because it's really good to put a really light color down and just work your way into darker colors. It just helps, you know, it's a transition for a reason. It helps make things easier to blend. And also, whenever I was younger, I didn't know that, and I would just put all these crazy colors all over my eyes, and it ended up actually staining my eyelids. So now I have to live with that. And you know, if you're just starting out, or if you don't have that problem, you always want to make sure you put a lighter shade, or even if it's just your foundation down before you start doing your eye makeup, just to make sure that you're not, you know, damaging your eyelids like I did. Next, I'm going to be going in with this raw sienna color. It's just a light brown color. I'm just going to be focusing that on my crease and a little bit on the outer part of my eyelid, and then I'm just going to slowly work it in the crease. I'm just going to do a really natural look as usual, because I literally have nowhere to go today really, and I just really wanted to dress up and look cute for no reason. So I'm just gonna stick to a really kind of glam, natural look today, because I don't want to look over the top, because I'm not going anywhere, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with warm taupe, whatever. Yeah, because we're just transitioning and making this look a little bit darker. So yeah, just gonna work that into the same place that I put the raw sienna, just not as deep and not as concentrated, going inwards on the crease. We're really trying to build that depth in the corner of the eye. Next, I'm gonna grab this smaller brush that I have, and I'm gonna go in with Cypress Ember right here, this really dark shade. So you want to make sure that you only grab a little bit, because this shade is super dark, and I'm just going to work it into my crease. This is going to be more concentrated in the crease, and I'm going to kind of make a little, almost like a little V, but not a prominent V. But yeah, I'm just going to go from the crease and then just a little bit on the end of my lid right here. Okay, now that I've got the color there, then I'm gonna take this blending brush again, and I'm gonna just blend that in. I don't like it when it bleeds out really far on the corner. If anything, I want it to go more up, so I'm gonna really concentrate that color on the, you know, inside, but not too far inside, and then up. So, okay, there we go. And now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Next, I'm just gonna go in with this eyeshadow priming potion from Urban Decay. It just looks like this. Yep, and I'm gonna put a little bit of it on my lid because I'm gonna put a little bit of glitter shadow on. Nothing crazy. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this a more natural look. I just am trying to prime this little spot right here on both eyes so that it'll stick better. It's unacceptable. Next, I'm gonna go in with Primavera, this like really pretty golden shimmery shade right here. And I'm gonna go in with this more like, I don't know, packed side of the brush. And I'm just gonna concentrate that really on this lid right here. Yep, right there. Just like so. Just like that. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on this fluffy brush and then just kind of buff that around. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Since I don't have a contour from Arbonne yet, I'm just gonna be going in with my Too Faced Cocoa Contour. And I'm gonna be mixing the shades Medium Cocoa and this very bronze dark cocoa color. And I'm just going to be, mixing those two, and I'm gonna put them right here on my brow bone, my cheekbones. So just right here, just gonna be working that in. Alrighty, I'm just gonna go back in with the same fluffy brush I used earlier and just kind of buff that around, really blend it in nice and well. And I'm gonna go in with my Tarte blush. This is in the shade Party. Yep, I'm just gonna literally just put this right here on my cheekbones. You know where blush goes. Just gonna grab this fluffy brush again and just blend that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not a huge brush girl. I don't have like 20 different brushes for each thing. I honestly use a lot of the same brushes for a lot of things, and that's just because I don't know, I don't need all those brushes, you know what I mean? And now I'm gonna go in with this Daisy plus Pearl Natural Radiance Booster. I just worked that right in between the blush and the contour because this is kind of like a darker color, as you can tell, but it's also kind of a purple red color, but it's shimmery, and I think it's so pretty. So I just like to work it in like kind of like the brush, but also kind of like a bronzer. And I'm going to bake first. So I'm gonna be going in with the Ulta powder that I have, and I'm gonna be going back in with my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna be baking. So I'm just gonna put that right here. Just gonna let that sit there while I do my eyeliner. So I'm gonna go in with the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I literally live for this stuff. I think it's so amazing. And yeah, so I'm gonna go in with that. I'm just gonna go back in with my Arbonne powder, just kind of solidify everything. If you guys don't know, the reason why I'm like really trying these Arbonne products out, well, number one, because I'm an independent consultant for them, if you didn't already know that, which you probably did, and also all their products, you guys, are plant-based, vegan, cruelty-free. They have no animal byproducts in them, and so they're really safe and beneficial for your skin, which is why I've really been just wanting to jump on these makeup products that they have. If you know me, I've struggled with acne problems my whole life, and finding, you know, a makeup and a skincare routine that really works with my skin to keep my skin as clear as possible all the time is something that it just really interests me. Super into it just because, you know, who doesn't want beautiful, flawless skin without makeup on? So I'm gonna put these eyelashes on that I got from Jayla. Wow. You guys, look at how 3D these are. I really don't know if you can tell, but oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure she hand makes these, so like, that's so impressive. Try these beautiful bad boys out. If you have never applied lashes before and you want to, I definitely recommend it because it takes every look to a whole another level. You'll see once I put these on. But it does take a while to get used to them and like learn how to put them on. They're pretty difficult at first when you're not used to it. So just practice, and you'll get better. I used to be able to put lashes on like in 5 seconds. Now it takes me a little bit longer, but you know, we're gonna get these babies on. So the lash glue that I'm using is just the Duo eyelash adhesive. I've had this for a while, so it looks kind of like all beat up, but it's the dark tone. They also have a white tone. Always apply the glue on the lash line like this, and then you just want to wait for it to get tacky because then it'll stick easier on your lash line. So you want to put them on as close to your lash line as possible. So beautiful. What's this? My dog is trying to tell me something. And next I'm just going to be doing my highlight. I'm going to go back with this Cover FX because this shit is blinding. So I'm just going to put a little bit around here on my cheekbones and on my brow bone right there on both sides, on the inner corners, on my nose. And then I just like to use my finger for this so that I can really concentrate where I want the color to go. And then I'm just gonna take some clean fingers and I'm just gonna go like this because, you know, I want that highlight. Since it's a liquid, it's a little harder to like, you know, just blend it in, but once you do this, it'll... Alright, so I'm just gonna go into Cocoa Contour and I'm gonna grab the Pop of Light color. It's a highlight and I'm just gonna go in. And then lastly, I'm going to be going in with this Revolution Vivid Baked Highlight. It's just a drugstore one, but I like to hit the highest points with this because it's got that gold shimmer to it. There we go, and we're just gonna finish with some setting spray. I like to use the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's a champ. I'm just gonna go in with the Arbonne It's a Long Story mascara.